A few reflections on the first Sunday of Advent, December 1st, 2024. The title that I have given to these reflections is Advent, a journey from restlessness to peace. The first Sunday of Advent marks the beginning of a sacred journey, a time of anticipation and hope. This season invites us to reflect on our longing for God amidst the complexities and struggles of life. Our restless hearts yearn for meaning, connection, and peace, echoing the cry of the psalmist. As the deer longs for streams of water, so my soul longs for you, O God. Psalm 42, verse 1. I have 3 points to share with you. The first one is a world in need of hope. In today's world, humanity seems to wrestle with both ancient and modern challenges. Wars, climate crisis, economic disparity, and the isolation brought about by technological overdependence have left many feeling overwhelmed and distant from hope. Yet these struggles unveil a deeper truth. Our longing for God is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the divine imprint within us. The emptiness we feel is not something to fear. It is the space God seeks to fill with His love. Advent reminds us of a God who does not remain distant from our struggles. Through the incarnation, God entered into the messiness of human life, embracing our joys and sorrows, our victories and failures. This profound act of love reveals a God who is not only all-powerful but also all-compassionate, a God who walks with us in our pain, whispers hope into our despair, and kindles light in the shadows of our lives. Advent is not a time to escape the world's challenges, but to face them with faith, knowing that redemption is near. It is a call to live with watchful hope, trusting in God's ultimate victory over the darkness. Second point, hope, a journey towards God. The prophet Isaiah offers us a glimpse of this hope in today's readings. Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, that He may teach us His ways, and that we may walk in His paths. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 3. This call to ascend is not just a physical journey, but a spiritual ascent, a journey towards God, who is constantly drawing us to Himself. In a fractured world, this ascent begins with a deep interior transformation. It calls for patience, courage, and faith, especially when we feel the weight of injustice, loneliness, and uncertainty. In today's context, where anxiety and division often dominate, Advent offers us a counter-narrative, a season of hope, peace, and renewal. As we prepare our hearts for the coming of Christ, we are reminded that God's love is the answer to the deep unrest in our souls and the brokenness in our world. Advent is a time to let God's love take root in our hearts, transforming our interactions with others. Whether it is through small gestures of kindness or larger acts of justice, our lives can reflect the compassion of God, becoming a source of hope for those who are struggling. The third point, Advent, a time for resilience. Jesus in the Gospel exhorts us to stay awake, for you do not know on which day your Lord will come. Matthew chapter 24, verses 42 onwards. These words are not meant to instill fear, but to awaken in us an awareness of God's presence even now. To stay awake is to live with eyes wide open to the signs of God's love in our everyday lives. It is to recognize His compassion in the kindness of strangers, in the resilience of those who suffer, and in the beauty of creation that still speaks of hope amidst its groaning. Advent challenges us to respond actively to this love. How can we become signs of God's compassion in the lives of those around us? Can we choose to listen more deeply, forgive more freely, and share more generously? When we do, we become bearers of the same light that we await, a light that no darkness can overcome. in this sacred season. May our longing for God lead us to rediscover His abiding presence. Let us trust that even amid life's struggles, God's love is constant and His compassion is boundless. Advent is a time to embrace the fullness of life. A few questions for self-reflection. First one, how can I renew my trust in God's promises during this Advent season? Second, am I living with an awareness of Christ's presence and preparing for His return? Third, what paths of growth or conversion is God inviting me to walk this Advent? Finally, let's conclude these reflections with a short prayer. Loving God, as we begin this Advent season, open our hearts to your promises. Guide us on the paths of your truth. Fill our hearts with overflowing love and help us to watch and pray with hope. May we prepare ourselves to welcome your Son with joy and faithfulness. Lord, let us walk in your light, even when the paths seem uncertain. Teach us to trust in your love, for you are our hope and salvation. We make this prayer in Jesus' holy name. Amen.